Well, our committee, needless to say, is focused on small business, Main Street America. And Main Street America is hurting right now. I mean, we can't get supply chain, we can't get product, we can't get workforce. Taxes are too high. Regulations are choking small businesses. And those are the kind of things we're fighting on our committee to give the economy back to small business where we can compete. You know, small business can compete because the customers will tell us if we're doing a good job or not. We don't need the federal government to tell us we're doing a good job or not. And also, we don't need to compete against the federal government. And you compete against the federal government when they squeeze regulations on you and raise your taxes. That's a problem. We're focused on that in the Small Business Committee, and we're actually getting some things done. Well, the bills we're focused on right now is the fact we need to make tax cuts permanent. That's very important, okay? But we're focused on cutting regulations. Let me give you some numbers. Regulations, when the Biden administration came in, they raised regulations on small business, Main Street America, by $375 billion. Now, for small businesses like mine and those listening to you today, they've got to come up with 220 million man hours to take care of the $375 billion worth of regulations Biden's put on them. So we're focused on reducing regulations because if you're a bank and you have to hire a compliance officer rather than a loan officer, that's not a good deal. Or when you're in the car business, you have to hire a compliance officer rather than a salesman, that's not a good deal. So it's costing Main Street America just a ton of money and potential sales by these government regulations that this big burden government is putting on Main Street. We just want to compete.
What kinds of regulations are you talking about?
Well,
you talked a little bit about the compliance officers.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean complying to government. For example, I'm also on the Financial Services Committee, okay? You know, the government wants to force banks and lenders to fill out excess paperwork that's just beyond belief, and that creates a big problem. Well, I just got a bill passed called We Did Away with Regulation 1071 that the bankers and consumers are going to love because it's just less involvement in what you're all about as a person that goes to the federal government. So when you talk about regulations, you're talking about burdensome paperwork. You're also talking about a delay in supply chain. Maybe you have to fill this piece of paperwork out before you get this particular product. And it goes on and on and on. It's hard to name, but we see them every single day.
Well, you mentioned the tax cuts.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the small business tax deduction? Mm-hmm. Was it 20% that after 2025 it ends? It ends,
and it's the Trump tax cuts we had in 2016 that opened this economy up because it created lower taxes. When you lower taxes, you create more taxpayers because businesses make more money. One of the biggest things we did was the expensing, the 100% expensing of fixed assets. So if you went and bought a lift for your business or a piece of equipment for your business, you could choose to deduct it 100%, which is unbelievably positive for a small business, and it makes them want to buy more. And so that's something right there that is huge. 100% expensing is a big deal. We need to keep the tax rates low for individuals and corporations and in partnerships. It just creates more taxpayers. It creates more money and it creates more tax flow, cash flow and taxes, which we've seen. There's more money coming through the coffers now because of the Trump tax cuts we've ever seen before. The problem, as you know, Jack, is spending is an issue, and that's a whole other conversation. The government's spending too much based on the income they've got coming in. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're heading toward a shutdown. I mean, I think hopefully we can get the appropriation bills that you're talking about, the 12, put together and do something we haven't done in a long time. We've been operating our country over what they call continuing resolutions, CRs as they call them, which is stupid because what it says is let's just spend today what we spent yesterday. Well, yesterday put you in debt, now you're going to spend today what put you in debt before. So the government has a horrible business plan. As I say, we got the greatest product in the world, freedom, liberty, competition, entrepreneurship. It's called America, but our customers are not given good service. And our business model, our cash flow, we have none, and we're broke. So we got to fix it. Well, we'll see. We'll see what, the Senate and the House, we don't agree on everything all the time. That's part of the way we're set up here. But we'll see. I mean, I think it's too early to say that the House is not going to do it. You know, we want to. We want to get it done as supposed to, and we got good leadership in McCarthy, and we got good chairmen in our committee. So let's just see what's going to happen. Let's see if we can make government work for a change.
Congressman Roger Williams, Chair of the Small Business Committee, thank you so much.